Hey, what's up guys? This is PokerXpress, and we are back with another episode of Poker Hands. Before getting into it, I would like to ask you guys to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy our videos. Let's jump straight into the action.
He defends with the Queen 7 of hearts from the big blind. And they see a 10-8-5-2 diamond flop. Justin checks it on over to Jake. Jake will be wary. He knows he's raised from early position. He doesn't connect with that flop too often, whereas Justin may well have done defending from the blind. And what a card it is for Justin on the turn. 4 of hearts gives him a gut shot and flush draw. And expect Justin to bet here. And he does make it 1.4 million to go. Jake not done with this pot yet. He wants to see the river card. He still has the best hand. And it looks like Bonomo is sizing up the all-in. Sure enough, Jake will fold. Strong play from Bonomo there, understanding that his range, holding a strong dominance over that of...
Easy fold for Jamie.
Yeah, it will be up to Dario in the big. He has ace-jack. Could go either way with this hand.
I wonder if he's played with Alex before.
Right, so I think against a player like Alex, maybe just electing to try and keep the pots a little bit smaller. Hand that flops well. 10, 7, 8. Alex top pair, Dario 2 overs, and that gut shot draw. Does also have the ace of clubs. I think pretty clear bet for Alex here. Dario has lots of hands he's going to continue with on that board. Yeah, Alex has most of them are locked up. 1.1 the bet again. Slightly bigger sizing because of the flop texture. Dario does, of course, have one of those hands that wants to continue. Ace high, gut shot, and backdoor clubs. 7 pairs the turn. A much better card for Dario than it is for Alex. I wouldn't be that shocked to see Dario do something here. There we go. 4.6 is the pot.
So the story he's telling is he called with bottom pair.
There are some. I mean, there are some other hands he bets here. He might bet some 10x for value, not wanting to let Alex check back. Can of course have some draws that will bet like the one he does. This is sort of the weakest draw he has, kind of draw that can't stand another bet. So I like using this as his lead bluff. Alex, of course, can't fold a 10 just yet.
Yeah, this is a kind of reverse, isn't it? So when Alex was playing against Ryan.
4 of clubs on the river. Dario holds that all-important ace of clubs. And here we go. He's going to move in 12.5 million.
Wow.
Well, this is interesting because he's not telling the story of the flush now. He's saying he's got a house. Alex blocks that with a 10. And he asked Dario how much it is, and Dario just shrugged like, I don't know. It's that much. Does have a jack, box, straights. Has the ace of clubs, blocks the nut flush. Alex's range is stronger than usual, having bet that flop.
Of course, we know that Alex is capable of raising with a whole range of hands. And could have been calling on the turn with 5-6. So it's a surprising jam, I think.
So you said
less likely to have 5-6. He does have houses, of course. He would have bet all his 2 pairs on this flop, Alex, and then would have called the turn with them. Does have some flush draws.
Yeah, when we were doing commentary yesterday, I said to you, one of the things I like about Alex is he watches his opponents all the time. So he is now trying to put together the story that Dario's been trying to tell.
The one thing I didn't like from Dario, and I know you would always pick up on this, Simon, it's just the speed he did it.
And the two-hand shove.
It was just an instant all-in, and that club changes the texture of the board quite a lot.
And
I think it's hard to snap jam that river with a hand. You've got to think about it.
Wow, he's folded it, but
he
anyway.
does, and he's going to have a lot better hands to call with this time, and that's the point. You can't just call with
one pair
every 10, albeit a club. If you don't have money in your account yet, well, you've got.
If you enjoy our videos and would like to see more, make sure to check out the links in the description. Also, make sure to comment below what you would like to see next, and we will work on your ideas as soon as possible.
I know I mentioned it the other day, but we had the runner-up in the Irish Open. God, I think maybe 170,000 he was in off the central.
That's right, you said, that's pretty incredible. Spin up that 1 cent to, well, 6-figure score.
It's fantastic, isn't it? It's all a question of knowing which is the right cent, I suppose. Wow, this could be a bit of a pot. Pair in the straight draw against the nut flush draw.
Well, check on the turn, and well, Jack has allowed Iman to overtake him here, proving to a pair of aces on the river. And well, that's the worst card Jack could see, isn't it, when his opponents come in from under the gun.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be losing any more chips here.
One more go.
Well, here comes the value bet from the pair of aces. 4.2 million the bet.
Wow, that's a dirty bet to be looking at when you've only got 13 million, and you know the other guy can afford to bluff you.
Exciting decision. Wow, he's check raised all in, Porog. Look at this.
Oh wow!
Look at this. One way to play the hand. He does, of course, have a 10 blocking straights. And he just knows his opponent well. Likely to be betting this hand either as a bluff, in which case he'll win the pot doing this, or with just one pair.
That's ballsy, I'll give him that.
What a play this is. 9 million more. What an incredible move. Wow, and it works.
Wow.
Oh.
What does Makita do here? He's got to be suspicious as well of Pesh's limp.
You know what? I think Makita might well dump this.
He makes the play.
Well, this lets Pesh off the hook completely. Because otherwise, he might have been tempted to kind of stop go it, but now that's an easy decision for him and not such an easy decision for Byron.
What a bizarre dynamic this has caused.
Yeah.
With that undergun limp, Byron has now raised the button. Makita making it 6 million from the big blind.
Bang at the bottom of the range that Makita is going to do this play with.
Right.
Ace Queen off suit as the weakest hand.
Yeah, does he have any bluffs here? That's the question. Does he make this play with suited connectors ever? Well,
Jack's is too strong to fold. but the situation is too dangerous for him to come back over the top. So let's see.
So these guys playing a 13 million chip pot already. Chips behind. Well, King 7-7 flop. King a terrible card for both players. He probably doesn't have a shove range.
Yeah, but he's Jackson 10s are often.
Right.
Are often the kind of hands he would play this way.
Of course.
And
Makita does block aces, queens,
and he's repping a hell of a lot of strength, Makita. And but this
bet.
What a small bet. I mean, he's giving someone with a pair pretty much the price to call anyway. I don't know about this bet.
Well, it's a question of whether he sets up to shove the turn on some cards, I guess.
He's trying to say, I'm so huge, I don't want to lose you. And Byron might just call here because
hard to fold for 2.8 million.
And of course, we know that Makita's got the out. He's got the 2 overs.
What a bizarre pot this is, Barney.
Very strange.
Played out pre-flop.
And now Makita thinks he might think a jack is now an out for him. Of course, it's not.
Of course, 10 is some form of concern there. If he did think his opponent has a hand like jacks or 10s, 10's a pretty bad card.
Again, it's the problem with betting that small, as he hasn't found out that much that he didn't already know about Byron's hand. And Makita's going to have to know exactly where he is to take the pot now.
All in.
Well,
wow,
he's done what he had to do, and very, very tough call for Byron now. You called it. You said he was setting up for a big bet on the turn, and a 10, a dodgy card here. He now knows that Byron hasn't hit the 10s.
I just think Makita just so strong here, the way this hand's played out.
Really.
Limp under the gun, the button's raised, a 3-bet, and then gone bet jam.
We've seen this before where he...
Wow!
What a great call.
He's made the call with his pair of jacks.
What a great play and what a great call.
47 million chip pot here.
By the way, he's still got out. He's still got an ace or a queen to hit.
He just checked his watch. He's realised he can still make it to the Barcelona game.
It'll be very cruel.
The river is a deuce. And what a cool...
For a football game, huh?
What a call that was from Caverman. I can't believe he's made that call. So hard to even think Makita could be bluffing there pre-flop.
Yeah.
As you said, it's probably the worst hand he 3-bets with, ace queen. So and he's losing to every other. Mateus, Andreas there, Eric Seidel, Reina Campe, and 1. This is... You're going to need a lot of luck to win this tournament today.
Yeah, you will. Remember, there's $1 million out there every pot before somebody acts. Because there's so much money out there, Juan is going to make a call here out of the big blind with the 7-3 suited. Don't blame him for that. And now he's flopped second pair, Eric with top pair. Eric going to make the continuation bet after Juan's check. And I think, as you say, you flop middle pair, you take one off.
And you've got to call at least once. You know, Eric's going to see bet ace high board, very high frequency, with and without the hand.
Yeah, he could easily have jack 10, jack 9, king jack, any of those kind of hands he's going to bet again. So you do call when you hit a pair. But you better get a little more help if you want to win this pot.
Deuce on the turn changes nothing.
That's a dream card for Eric Seidel in case his opponent's got a straight draw, has one of those middle pairs. Just gonna put a little wager out there, hoping he comes again.
He has bet, let's think about 1.4 million, a little under. Now one is in a tough spot. Flop was easy, you just got to check call. Now when the guy bets a second time and you've got a second pair, then you've got 4.6 million back. He's with this, effectively this 1.4 million, he's put 1 to the test for his entire stack.
Well,
and one knows that he can do this with...
He's got to have an ace here. He's not gonna make a second bet probably with 2 10s or 2 jacks.
Right, exactly that. So one knows it's either that or some sort of draw or just complete bluff. But by betting just 1.4 million, one has effectively been put to the test for the lot. For his 4.6, because he's going to shove here or call. Shove here or fold, sorry. Can't allow Eric to hit an overcard.
Very tough spot for Juan. He knows if Eric doesn't put him on an ace, he didn't re-raise before the flop, that he could be betting any 2 cards in this spot.
He does move all in.
He does go all in. Eric will call him. Takes a deep swallow there.
Yeah, maybe he sees something he doesn't like, but
no, he's going to call with
He's going to call, yeah
no question. Guy's going to re-raise him with ace king or ace queen before the flop. Eric does beat him in the pot.
Oh, sorry, Juan. I thought Juan had moved all in. I thought he said the words all in, but he obviously just did call the turn.
Oh.
It looked like he said all in, but he must have said call instead. Oh,
Please go check now.
That's a
with that card coming off.
Well, it's a terrible card for one because some of the hands you were beating, like straight draws, and like 8-9, 8-10, and flush draws have got there. And now, wow, it is Juan who has moved all in, Mike.
Wow.
Juan putting Eric to the test now. Maybe thinking Eric might have a hand like that. He does want to let him win if he's paired his 8 on the end.
That's incredible. What a bet. He has put Eric Seidel in a tough spot here. You see Eric squirming around in the seat here, thinking, wow, maybe this guy made a straight, maybe he made 2 pair, maybe he made a flush.
Yeah, I mean, if he had a, like 7-8, 6-8, you can say a flush draw. 4-5 obviously gets there. This is a horrible spot for Eric. Seriously strong play from the Spaniard.
Really is a good play. Eric Seidel in a tough spot here. Trying to sort it out. He's saying, you telling me with his chip stack he wouldn't have raised me on the flop? Wow. He lays it down. Juan played that hand the only way he could win it.
Incredible.
The only way.
Yeah. Can't win it on the flop, can't win it on the turn. The only way he could win it was on the river with a bluff. All in for half the pot.
Wow, that was impressive.